This world is beyond comprehension. Then keeper checking in. The aliens could literally come down and solve all our problems and we'll still figure out a way to fuck things up. The aliens could come down, right? They could come down and be like, look, we don't want anything from you guys except for what you don't want. We're not going to kill you. We're not going to enslave anybody. We've already seen how you guys treat each other. And they could literally be like, yo, we come from a planet where human urine is like gold. It's like, you know that term golden shower? Like, it's literally a golden shower on this planet we come from. They could come down and be like, look, we need urine and we're going to give you anything you want. People would be killing each other. Like, people would be killing each other to like try and sell their piss. Like, the government and the big companies would figure out a way to like hijack all the toilets and we'd still be fucked up. Like, they would be collecting and figuring out a way why, like figuring out a reason why you flushing your stuff down the toilet means that it actually belongs to the city or the state or whatever, and we would still be fucked. Like, the aliens would be there and be like, look, on our planet, like, urine is fuel and shit is like cement, right? And I know this is a little disgusting, but, you know, just put your big adult ears on for this. So the aliens could come down, right? And they're like, all right, so we need all the piss. We need all the shit, like all the stuff you don't want. We need that on our planet. We would still figure out a way to be at war with each other, and the government would figure out a way to control that shit. And the aliens would be like, look, we're going to give you anything you want. The aliens could be like, yo, on our planet, like we piss oil. It wouldn't mean shit. Like, what am I going to, like, you could give me a fucking bunch of barrels of fucking, crude oil or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's like, where do I take that shit? If everybody and their fucking mother had 10 barrels of fucking oil, like, what would that even mean? How would that help anybody? I can't pour that shit in my stove. I can't pour that shit in my tank. Like, if you, and then now if the aliens came down, they're like, yo, we got this machine. It's like a fucking, like a pitcher, right? Like, you pour juice in, like, it's a pitcher. And it's a pitcher that every time you pour it, gasoline is going to come out of it. And it's unlimited. Like, there will never stop being gasoline. It's just like a hose. And you don't see it. It's like you just put it in your car. The gasoline pours out, fills your tank up. We're going to give every family one of those. Cars would cost $500,000 fucking dollars. Cars would cost $1 million. If they figure out a way to make, like, the aliens come down, they're like, yo, we're gonna give you all the gasoline you need for your car or your truck or your whatever it is. The price of cars would go up 100 fucking times because we can't ever have anything. I'm telling you, it's like, no matter what, this system is meant to fucking enslave us. Yo, you could have 10 barrels of fucking fossil fuel or whatever bullshit they lie about pulling out of the fucking thing. It would never change anything. Oh, inflation. There's always some excuse and some programming to how things just always need to go back to the fucking system. They could come down and they could say, yo, we invented a machine. I'm going to give you a machine. You put it in your house. It looks like a pen. It's this, right? You take this, you put it in your living room, and every single thing that plugs in doesn't have to plug anymore. We're going to give you a wireless stick. You put this in your house. Imagine every single thing in your house right now that plugs into the wall. Unplug that shit. And we're going to put this here, and then I'm going to turn this shit on, and yo, every single electrical thing in your fucking house is going to work. You're going to get a fucking electricity bill. The shit's going to be $90,000 a fucking year for you to power your house. There is no way to win. And I know these are big hypotheticals, but what I'm trying to say is that there's no solution. This society is built on chasing and feeding Bullshit. That's all it is. Den Keeper checking in. You are welcomed.